Excuse me. Hello, sugar pies. How's everyone doing today? Are you having a great Monday? I sure hope you are. I hope you had a beautiful, fabulous, iconic weekend. Oh, wait. Did I say Monday? Oh, it's Tuesday. What the hell is wrong with me? Hello, Eric. Oh, boy, you already know it's going to be a porch time. Today, I need I think we just need to be a little less serious. I had a very serious topic scheduled today, but I'm going to do that tomorrow because I woke up and I was just thinking to myself, Sarah, I don't know, today is not the day. I just feel like we need to not be so serious today. I don't know why. I just felt it. And as you know, I go with my feelings. So tomorrow, once I've mentally prepared myself to take on this topic, which, as you know, is going to be the drug issues here in America and honestly all over the world. I mean, drugs aren't exclusively in America, but since I'm an American, I am a former drug addict. I have a perspective on this that I think is valuable, honestly. So tomorrow, though, we're gonna touch on that topic and talk about all that. It's probably gonna get emotional. It's probably gonna get yeah, but we'll talk about that tomorrow. Today, I just want to keep it lighthearted right now. I want to I want to laugh at these dum dums, these goofy ass true crime YouTubers who think they're investigators. Like legit, these people. Oh, I mean, you guys already know. You already know. Give me 1 second. So I have not been keeping up with the dum dums lately. The derps, the goobers. So I figured, oh, let's see what's going on because I've seen a few things that I'm like, whoa, really? One being Zav bitch is doing videos again, which I knew she would. So I was like, meh, whatever. But the fact that the problem I have is that she was all giggling and laughing and shit. What the hell? Hang on, guys. My password is not working for some stupid reason. Is my caps locked on? Okay, we're good. Sorry about that. Trying to get into my computer and I must have been typing my password in wrong, but yes, we're definitely going to have a porch talk today. Definitely gonna need some porch time. I can tell you that right now. But first, I'm gonna get everything set up here. I'm gonna check my fake book real quick. I like to call it fake book. It's not Facebook. It's fake book. Everybody's fake on there. It's fake as flock. Everybody's fake. Everybody pretends to be something they're not. Double do. For real though. See, you want to know the only issue, my only problem is, and you'll probably laugh at me because what grown adult can't do this? So please be gentle. Don't judge me too much. I cannot rule to save my life. If we're gonna have a doob, I have to have my brother roll it or one of my cousins if they're around or somebody. I'm like, hey, will you roll this for me? I just can't do it. I don't know why. I've tried. I just cannot. So I'm a bull lady unless I have somebody around who can do it for me. Hang on, babes. Let me get this taken care of. One second. One second. All right, we're good. Your sick secret. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Yes, I know what those are. Now I can roll with those. A friend of mine that I used to live with back in the day, she had one for dubs, and then because she could roll, but she wasn't real good at it, so she just had rollers. She had one for dubs, and then she had one that was bigger for like blunts. So that was very, very handy. I forgot all about those things. Eric, you just reminded me about those things. What the hell? I forgot all about them. Man, these true crime YouTubers just crack me up. They think that they are super top fucking investigator extraordinaire. Oh, Mikey, that chapter, he did a video on Taylor Business, the bitch that I covered not too long ago, who chopped off her lover's dingling and his head and put it in a bucket and chopped up the rest of his body and put it in various places while she was all twacked out on methamphetamine. Yeah, that shit, cray cray. Anyway, she was found guilty on all counts too. She tried the insanity plea, didn't get it. Sorry, but we got to wait for her sentencing trial in September. I mean, why couldn't they just be like, all right, so you did all this, boom, life in prison, boom. I mean, come on. There's one true crimer I had to block his channel because he gets so far out in the weeds. Oh, okay. Oh, dude, there are so many like that. I am telling you. So I'm not. That doesn't shock me that you had to do that. Sadly, you had to do that, but it doesn't shock me that you had to do that. Ugh, God, it's sad, isn't it? No evidence. Oh, okay. Well, that's not good. I mean, it's okay to speculate. I mean, we do it here when we're talking and chilling, just friends chilling, speculating what could have happened. But you got to throw the facts in there too, because without the facts, how can you speculate? See what I'm saying? I hope that made sense. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? I hope. Anyway, before we go out and have our little porch session, before we get into this and gossip and just talk about these goofy assholes. Let me get you caught up on what your girl's been up to. I am very proud of myself, dudes. Yesterday, as you guys know, if you've been following me for a while, you know I've been trying to lose weight, get in better shape, and stuff like this. Well, the past few months I've slacked very badly on exercising. My eating habits I've improved upon. I'm doing this fasting thing. I have a certain, it's worked. Like, I physically do not need to eat as much anymore. Like, we had, I mean, it's not the best food. I try to make better choices, but sometimes food's delicious. Come on. I have a food addiction. Right, that's true. And you can't throw out the facts exactly. Facts are facts, dude. Facts are facts. That exactly, Eric. I'm the same way now. It took me a while because, I legit have a food addiction. I love food. I was a former addict, got off the drugs and stuff, replaced it with food. It's a vicious cycle, Yeah, everybody, most people know how it is. But now I'm down to I eat my one meal around this time. It's in between like 2 and 5ish is when I'll eat. Today I ate like 2:30, I think it was when I ate. And I'm good the rest of the day until the next day. And it's taken me a lot of discipline and a good bit of time to get like that. Sometimes I have bad days. Usually around, I mean, I'm sorry, I know you're a guy, so you don't want to hear this, but around that lady time of the month, for some reason, I just get hungry. I don't know. I'm sure you ladies can relate to that out there, some of you. But sometimes I make a little piggy of myself and then I beat myself up about it. But then I just tell myself, Sarah, it's okay. Just get back on it tomorrow. Don't make it a habit. Get back on it tomorrow. But I've been doing really good. I don't need to eat as much. Well, I didn't need to anyway in the first place. It's just I feel like your stomach uh shrinks when you restrict yourself with the eating. I mean, is that a fact or is that just me like No, I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure it is, but I mean, I'm not, like I say, I tell you guys all the time, I'm not a professional at anything. I'm just a professional fuck up. But for real, like I feel like I don't need to eat as much. I can, like you said, Eric, I eat one time and I'm good for the day. And the rest of the day, I mean, I got to drink water, of course. I'm being better at doing that. I found the trick to swap from 3 to 5 meals a day to one was to wait until like 10:30, 11 a.m. for breakfast and dinner at 5. There you go. Yeah. That would work. See, I've never really been much. I know breakfast is a really important meal of the day. I know everybody says it. It's the most important meal of the day to get you going, get you energy because that's what we're doing. That's what food is. It's fuel for your body, and it's good for you to eat breakfast. But I've just never been. I love breakfast food, but I've never been a breakfast eater. Like me eating, I get hungry around like one ish, maybe noonish, and then I would eat, and then I get hungry around dinner, like 5ish, and eat. And then usually I'd be like, this was my biggest problem. Like later on at night, I'm like, oh, I'm feeling a little, I need a bowl of ice cream and, a cupcake or, something like that to figure out what's happening. Look at ketosis. Oh, okay. I will make a note of that, my dear. Indeed. I will. That's interesting. But yeah, I'm doing better with the eating part, to put it short and sweet. I was slacking. Oh, my armpits are still sweaty. Ew. I'm sorry. But I was doing bad when it came to the exercising. I started off hardcore. I was exercising every day, doing my videos on Roberta's gym, doing the walk at home videos on that YouTube channel, and I was going in. But the problem with that was I wasn't balancing that with the eating thing. I was still pigging out. And you gotta kind of balance that. So I started doing this eating thing where I only eat once a day, doing like the fasting type thing. Yes. And I just kind of fell back on exercising. It's like, damn it, why can I do both at the same time? But now, yesterday, it was crazy. I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna start doing videos again. I got up, I did, I mean, it wasn't a 30-minute or 40-minute long video. It was like, I think 15, 20-minute video. And I did it. And afterwards, I was like, dang, I feel good. I didn't eat a lot. I didn't pig out. I did my exercise and I'm on the right track. Did the same thing today. Gonna do the same thing tomorrow too. I am going to do this. I'm going to do it. I'm determined. But anywho, I just wanted to let you guys know about that. I've not given up on myself. I never will. But anywho, hang on. Let me go get my kit. Let me go get the kit. We need to go out on the porch. Hopefully the weirdo neighbor lady don't stare at us, but if she does, it's okay. I'll just pull my pants down and show her my butt. Maybe flash her a nip. No. I'll just do what I usually do and blow her a kiss. Anyway. True crime. I'm telling you. I can tell you. Let's see. What really made me rethink putting off our more serious live till tomorrow. Not only was it like, just I was thinking, we should, put that off. Not only was it me, but I also seen some shit that I really want to address. And hang on. Y'all know who Ryan Upchurch is, right? We all know who he is. I mean, everybody knows who he is. These true crime people. Oh, I'm not subscribed to him. I thought I was. Oh, well. Anyway. These people know that his name pulls the views. Upchurch's name will pull you views if you put it in your title. And these fuckers know it. And Upchurch has nothing to do with true crime. He talked about one case that caught his attention. And they fucking latched onto that hard. And they're like, oh my God, yes. He's a whatever, celebrity, whatever. I don't know. I don't consider him a celebrity because he seems not like a celebrity. He seems like just a good old boy you could hang out who just happens to be well known. You know what I mean? I saw an interrogation yesterday that bothered me. They grilled a kid for hours until he gave. Aw, you see, and that does happen. That does happen, and I don't like that shit. That does happen though, and that is very sad. That bothers me too. Poor kid. Jeez. But anywho, they're making videos about him again for absolutely no reason because apparently Kylie Rodney's parents or something are suing him, which I have not heard any of that come out of his mouth. And I haven't watched many of his videos, but I've seen the last couple, and he's just kind of doing what he does, cracking on these true crime YouTubers. It's fucking funny. But I don't know. All of them are latching onto it. Michelle After Dark, of course, she's latching onto it because she's become one of those view hounds. She is it now. She's it. Sadly, she used to be one of my favorites. But Michelle is now a view hound. Oh, and of course, Crime Lines and Lies, of course, view hound. Oh, Dolly Vision, one of the biggest view hounds of all, of course. Tragedy Pimpville, derps. Okay, let me give you a little backstory about that. So, on Facebook and social media in general, you can't insult somebody in a traditional sense because you'll get in trouble. Well, I still feel like people need to be insulted sometimes. So I've come up with this term called dupe. Well, I haven't came up with it, but this is what I mean, it's been around, but this is what I call people when I need to insult them. I call them a derp. That's just this my little way of getting around getting in trouble. So feel free to use that. That was a beautiful butterfly that just flew by my window and it was huge. Oh, I love butterflies. When they start shilling rich. Yeah, I don't blame you. And it sucks too, man, because there's been a lot of channels that I've really had respect for, but then they start, like you said, the shilling, the freaking e-begging, whatnot, whatever. And it's just, I just can't handle it anymore. And it's so blatantly obvious why they're using this dude's name. And oh yeah, clickbaiting. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, clickbaiting. Oh my god, I hate clickbait. Oh, I hate it so bad. Oh, I hate it. I made a video once and I got off topic and it was mainly about something totally different. And then I remember I was sitting there live and I was like, man, the title of this seems clickbaity. I'm gonna have, and then I went in after we were done and I changed the changed the title of it to something else. I forget what video it was, but it bothered me. I hate clickbait. Be fucking real, dude. Are you that are you that uncreative that you can't, if you want to speak about something, you can't come up with a good title that describes that something that you want to talk about? I hope that made sense. But yeah, it's oh god, so annoying. Anywho, all these YouTubers, they just love it when anything happens with Upchurch because they, oh, and of course, Icked Mail. Upchurch was calling him Icky Dicky or something like that. Oh my god, that was fucking funny. Icky Dicky. And Xana, whatever the hell, of course, they jumped right on it. Oh yeah, this is gonna get the views. Upchurch's name pulls them views for y'all. Y'all should give him some respect. You should give him some. And I don't particularly care for Upchurch. Like, I think he's hilarious. Feel like he's probably a cool dude. Whatever. Not good, a good person. But I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of anybody, but I'm not like, I don't really like his music or anything like that. I like some of the rock shit that he's done, like when he covered like Alice in Chains and oh, he did some other like rock music, but I don't really care much for his music. I just think he's fucking funny and he seems like he's a good ass dude that would like he's my brothers. That's how I feel like, or one of my cousins. They give you the shirt off of his back if needed, which sometimes isn't a good thing. But Anywho, I just think it's hilarious. They're using his name. Oh, yeah. All right, let's see here. I need to get this bowl done up so we can go outside. Oh, what? What? I was looking through my subscribe list and there's this channel that I liked not too long ago called Tragedy Pimps and Drama Hoes Exposed. And they had some good videos, and now all their videos are gone. Right here, I'll show you. Show you real quick. Right here. All their videos are gone. That makes me upset. They have playlists. Oh, well, that sucks. Oh, shit. I forgot. I found my little tripod. I'm so happy I found this fucking thing. Hang on, I'm coming. Okay. I'm so happy I found this. Hang on a minute, babe. I'll get with you in just a minute. Oh, damn it. Tragedy Pimps, why you gotta go live when I go live? Tragedy Pimps Exposed is live. I hate that when a channel goes live when I'm live. I mean, I know they probably don't mean it. Some of them I think have done it out of spite because they don't like me because I call them out, but I like Tragedy Pimps Exposed. There are people that try to get you in trouble in real life for stuff you put on YouTube. That's why. Oh, okay. Oh, you had videos? I didn't know you had videos. I didn't know you made stuff. But yeah, that is true. That is true. They do. But this is what I have to say to you, Eric, and to anybody who makes content. Don't let these idiots, don't let these dumbasses, I don't want to say scare because they're not scaring anybody, but just don't let them get to you. Hang on, I'm trying to set this thing up so I can, there we go. That works. Don't let them get to you. Don't let them spook you. I mean, you absolutely have the right to remain anonymous on here. 100%. But definitely be wary of what you put out here. That's some good advice. Definitely be wary of what you put out here. There have been some videos that I've made where I thought back and I was like, I should probably delete that. I mean, views, unlike the rest of these motherfuckers, the views, I don't give a fuck if I lose some views or some numbers aren't shit to me. Would I like for this channel to grow into something cool and possibly be monetized and have another source of a little side hustle thing? Of course I would love that. That would be fabulous. But it's not my main concern here, like it is some of these other people's. This is not my life. YouTube ain't my life. As I'm sure, we all have lives outside of YouTube. But like I was saying, though, definitely be wary of what you put out here and had some had some car stuff that was causing problems, not just for me, but for some of my friends and even strangers that have been. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay, I understand now after you explained. I understand. Okay, I get it. I get that. I get it. That and that's okay. You got to be careful though. Like if you want people in your shit, be like, "Hey, I'm recording this. Do you want to be in it? Is it okay if you're in this?" And blah, whatever. And definitely, please, this is one thing that I have a huge problem with. Please do not put videos of children on YouTube. I know that they have a YouTube for kids thing. I know, and I know my niece. What are you looking at, bitch? And I know my niece, sorry, somebody drove by and was staring hardcore at my house, so I had to stare back. But who the fuck? Yeah. Sorry guys, I'm like a fucking pit bull. No, I'm like a German shepherd. But damn. See, that bitch got me sidetracked, dude. People, stop fucking with me, people. I'm trying to talk about something, and then something else happens, and I have ADD or some shit. I have ADD, I got OCD, I got all kinds of D, O, D, B, D, whatever the hells. But no, okay, that's what I was saying. The children, yes. Now I know I allow my niece to watch YouTube stuff, like she watches like Peppa Pig on here. She watches Coco Melon, some Baby Shark bullshit. What else? I keep an eye on what she watches on the YouTube, and my nephew as well. He's basically like me though. Like he doesn't watch the same shit I watch. Let me get that straight, because I watch all kinds of craziness. But he just watches like the gaming channels, which I'm like, whatever. Yeah, they cuss or whatever, but he knows better. He knows that he's not allowed to say cuss words, or he gets in big trouble. So he'll hear a cuss word and he'll laugh because he thinks it's funny, but he can't say it. But he watches like the gamers and stuff like that and whatever. And he watches this, what the hell is that channel called? It's this dude, and he has these little Mario plushie, and he has like a little Donkey Kong plushie and a Yoshi one, and like Luigi and stuff like this. And there's this little puppet he has that has a helmet, and he's wearing a diaper, and he's got like a pencil up his nose or something, and his name's Jeffy. He calls it Jeffy. And it's actually kind of funny, but yeah, definitely. YouTube is not a place for children. I don't care. It's not a place for kids. And if you're going to let them watch stuff, monitor it. Definitely monitor it like we do. They are very monitored on what they consume. We're very precautious. Is that the right word for it? uh, you gotta be these days, though. For real, you gotta be really cautious. There we go. Be very cautious of what your kids are watching on YouTube, on what my nephew likes to play Fortnite online. He's monitored on that shit, because he likes to play, online, whatever. And he knows the rules. So I'm like, bro, don't say your name, don't say where you live, don't, chat to anybody about anything but the game. And, he's very, yeah. But I agree, though. I don't think children should be on YouTube at all. And I hate family channels. I'm sorry, but I despise you if you have a family channel and are showing your children freely. Ew. It's horrible. I watch a ton of interrogations, but I skip the ones about child. Yeah, because yeah, I totally understand that, Eric. I totally understand it. I've seen some about child predators, and I can't handle that shit. That's why I can't watch 10 to Life with Annie Elise anymore. Well, not only was I told by some people on here that she's a complete rude ass snobby bitch, but also all she ever talks about is things that happen with children. And it's so weird because she has like this stone cold face the whole time when she talks about it too. Like there's no emotion in her face. She'll be like, "Oh, I had to take a break because it was just so disturbing." Okay, you had to take a break but you're repeating what you researched. You're talking about it with a stone cold ass face. Annie Elise is desensitized, kind of like Zaz bitch. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I like Christina Randall. I love her. She's my queen. You can tell she still has empathy and she isn't desensitized like these other fuckers. Good. I don't blame you. That's good because that's all she ever talks about. All she ever talks about are things to do with children. And she's a mother. I'm not even a mom. I mean, I have nieces and nephews that I treat as if they are my children, of course. But I don't get it. I do not get it. Like you said, I can't handle that shit, man. Like, I went and I seen Sound of Freedom with my mother, but before I did that, I was I had a pit in my stomach. It's like, do I really want to see this? But after I did some research, because she asked me, she goes, "You want to go see it now?" And I was like, "I don't know, mother. I don't know if I want to see this." Um, I was like, I'm gonna have to do a little research and talk to some people that watched it because I can't handle that stuff. But everybody was like, "No, it's not bad. It's not graphic. The abuse in the essay is more so implied than anything being showed." So I was like, whew, okay. And I went and seen it, and I'm glad I went and seen it because it's actually a really good movie. Like legit. And that's saying something coming from me because I'm very picky about movies. And everything these days Holly Weird puts out is garbage. It's either a remake or a part 12 or just some dumbass, woke ass bullshit. Sorry, I don't mean to be that way, but it's true. I get it with the Delphi case because it was an investigation. Yeah, right, right. And let me just say about that. I don't think that he's been convicted yet, has he? I can't remember. But I could almost say 100%. In my opinion, they got the dude. They got him. Like I said, I don't think that he has been tried yet or anything, but I believe, in my opinion, they got the dude. Just from everything that I've heard, uh, how didn't he have newspaper articles about the girls or something. Didn't he have him like hanging on his refrigerator or some shit like that? And like, didn't he like admit to his wife he did some? I don't know. I can't remember. But I think, in my opinion, there you go. Thank you, Eric, for. Hang on, let me get a drink. Thank you for clearing that up for me. I couldn't remember. He even admitted it multiple times on the jail phone. See, right there. Bada bing, bada boom. Bada bing, bada boom. Hang on, guys. I gotta blow my nose. I'm so nasally. I got nose issues. I'm sorry. I would mute the mic, but every time you get a little sniffle or anything like that, like I said, I've said this a million times, and I'll keep saying it. Every time you have a little sniffle or something like that, these dumbasses like to come at you like, "Oh, you're on drugs." Well, if I was shoving drugs up my nose, I sure as fuck wouldn't be blowing my nose. So now I don't mute myself when I blow my nose so y'all can hear it. So none of these dumbasses can go, "Oh, she sniffled. She's on drugs." I just have sinus issues and I hate it. But anyway, I apologize that you guys got to hear that, but I just felt it necessary because these dumbasses like to, even people that I don't like, they're like, "Oh, they're on drugs. They're on drugs. They sniffled. They're on drugs." And it's like, dude, just because you have a sniffle or you're nasally or you're whatever the fuck, it doesn't mean you're on drugs. You can have sinus issues. You know how polluted the air is these days, especially nowadays. I mean, I'm just saying. All right, give me a second, babe. I'm gonna throw my tissue away, and then we're gonna go outside on the porch and have a smoke break. Sorry, I wasn't done. Man, that peace lily from my grandma's almost said wedding. Oh my god. From my grandma's funeral is growing more little white flower thingies, petals, whatever you want to call it. Okay. All right, let's go outside. Ooh, this one ain't looking too good, but that other one is. Oh, poor thing. Oh well. It happens. Peace lilies are indigenous to the rainforest, I believe. They're they live on the rainforest floor underneath the canopies and shit like that. So they don't get a lot of sun, but they like that humid wetness. And we got them. Grandma's funeral was April. It was still chilly. So we had them in the house, but I mean, they're doing better being here, transplanted outside or whatever. But you can tell it's like, I don't know, they're very fussy to take care of, I guess. That and I don't think our I don't think our water is the best for plants. I mean, trees and shit grow like crazy around here, but I guess water doesn't really matter. It's just not good for human consumption. Are the mosquitoes bad there? They're oh my god. You know what? They are. Oh, oh, damn it. Hang on, dude. I dropped my phone. Oh, balls. Hang on a second. I broke my. I'll get back with you in a minute, babe. Anywho, honestly, I'm not really outside at night very much this year around summertime. But as far as I can tell, they're not as bad this year as they have been in previous years. So, sorry, the tweaker was out. Peek at this. I like to talk loud when people are around, especially people that like to peek at you. The rain has been just consistent enough to provide, oh, yeah, to provide a perfect habitat for skeeters. Oh, geez Louise. Sorry, I was totally distracted. A lot of things happened at once. My freaking phone fell. I broke my dang tripod. Fucking tweaker was staring and whatever. And but okay, you got my full attention now. Uh, they don't seem to, as far as I know, they don't seem to be too bad. At least in my neck of the woods, they're not too bad. And I live right by like a river, so not too bad. But yeah, if it's been very consistent rain providing a fabulous habitat, then that sucks. I hate skeeters. Hang on, let me get my tripod working again. There we go. Here, I gotta pull this over. See if my tripod will sit here. There we go. Ah, I spoke too soon. Here, let me see here. Here we go. There we go, governor. Hang on. God, thank God I don't got my camera on because this would be a horrible angle. This would be an absolutely horrible angle for you guys to see me. Whew. Until your girl loses this big fat gut, which will be eventually. Someday. Might take a year, but someday it'll be gone. Oh, actually, it doesn't feel too bad out here today. That wind feels nice, but I'm still kind of sweaty from doing my workout earlier. Whew. Anyway, let's commence the porch session, shall we? Eric, while I have you here, I need to ask you your opinion because you are a male. So, my friend Grace and I were talking today, and we were talking about how when guys get rejected by you, some guys, not all guys, some guys like to call you, do the, oh, you're fat and you're ugly, bitch, blah, 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 blah. When just a few seconds ago, I was, damn, girl, you're fine. Can I take you on a date? Hey. But then you're like, oh, no, thank you. I'm all right. Whatever. and they get that rejection, and then it's like, "Ah, fuck you, you ugly bitch. I didn't want to go out with you anyway." But why do you guys do that? Her and I were talking about that, and that seems to be a phenomenon. I think it because it's not all men. Not all men are like that. I feel like it's very beta male, I guess you could say. Very I don't know. It's like their egos are very fragile, some men. Now, I know some females probably can be the same way, but I don't have experience in that because I do not date females. I date men, so I couldn't say that or not. I could only say from my experience and from my friend and I's experience, some guys like to do that. And the only thing I can guess is that their egos are so fragile and I don't know. They think they're God's gift to women or something. That's why I will be single forever. I will legit never date again. Oh, I'm glad to hear that you rarely hit on random girls. You know, that's a good point. That that is a valid assumption, or well, not assumption because it's true, honestly. It's only the guys that hit on everything that walks that do that. Yeah, the desperate. See, like you said, you wouldn't know because you're not desperate. But yeah, that makes sense though. That makes a lot of sense. They're so desperate, and once they get rejected, it hurts them so badly because they're in that desperate state of mind. I gotta have a woman. I gotta get it. And then when you reject them access to that, that hurts them so deeply. So they must hurt you so deeply and totally contradict what they just said to you. See, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. I think it's because they think they are so much better, you are doing them a favor hitting on. Oh, well, yeah, that makes sense too. I don't know. Present company excluded, Eric. So please don't take any offense to this. You seem like one of the very few that are respectable gentlemen. But why is it? It seems like men these days have just become so like I don't know, for lack of a better way of putting it, uh feminine? I don't know. They act like women, like legit. Have you noticed that? Most men like they're not manly like manly men anymore like like I don't know. The only girls I ever dated I had known for a decent amount of time for. See, I respect that. I respect that. I think that is the way that it should be done. And that's another thing. Like, I'm sorry, I totally turned this into a different direction. That's what happens when I come out and I have a porch session. We just go with the flow and whatever comes up we talk about. But no, I totally believe in that. Getting to know somebody, talking for a while. There's a system I like to call it that I like to have nowadays. And it, back when I was younger, I wasn't like that because I was like, partying and boning and being a wild one, but I grew up out of that stage of my life. Some girls never grow out of that, but I grew out of it. But hang on a second. Let me adjust this. There we go. But yeah, there's a system. I'll start talking, and once I feel comfortable, I'm like, okay, I get a vibe that it's okay for you to have my number. Then I'll give you my phone number and we can text. And I like people to call so I can hear their voice and we can speak voice to voice. Uh, you can manipulate anybody through text. You can be manipulated, you could be lied to, and all kinds of shit through a text. It's really easy to hide who you are through a text, but voice, person to person's even better at judging like who a person is. Well, not judging, but yeah. Uh right. Like yeah, like chatting, whatever. But I like to actually like have a voice to voice conversation with somebody, and after I get the feel on that, I'm very cautious about who I let into my space these days. Like I don't want to let you into my energy or into my vibe if you're going to be a piece of shit and like be rude to my other family, or try and get with another girl in my family or something like that, or if you have any intentions, I guess. Then if I feel like we're cool, then I'll meet you in a mutual space. Like, you can come over to my house. I'm not going to your house first time to meet you. Nope, not happening. You can come over to my house where I have the power, or we can meet somewhere at a mutual person, like if we have a mutual friend, or I don't know if you want to go to out in public to like a park or a restaurant or something, something like that. Not a movie theater though, because it's dark. Not doing that. But yeah, something like that. And if I'm feeling the vibe, because if I meet you in person, I'm usually that vibe I feel. I'm like, okay, you're all right. Or I'm like, all right, I don't want to ever talk to you again. Then it's like, okay, I'm not feeling this. I apologize, whatever, bye, block, whatever. Sorry, not into it. But I have a system, like I said, because I'm not scared of anybody. Nobody in this world scares me because I got that fuck around and find out, if you know what I mean. Just saying. This is a stand your ground state. If anybody comes around here fucking around, then they're gonna find out. So nobody, man or woman, puts fear in my heart at all. Except for maybe my mom and my dad. They kind of, if they get pissed off, I kind of get a little nervous. I'm like, oh my God. But it's more like not scared like I'm going to get my ass whipped or something, like when I was little being bad, but more like, oh God, here we go. But no. So I'm not, that's not it. But these dudes, and I know not all guys are like this. I need to repeat myself on that matter. Not all guys are the same. There are good human beings, male and female, in this world still. And oh, hang on, babe. I was trying to rent my extra room a while back and I changed my mind after 3. I don't blame you. I do not blame you. Don't blame you a bit. Oh, you got to be that way though. You really do. I mean, some people might misunderstand and think you're a bitch or a dickhead or whatever, rude or whatever, but it's not that. It's just protecting your space, protecting your energy, your space, protecting your safe space, for lack of a better way of putting it. Ooh, somebody on a motorcycle? Oh, it's probably some old guy with a beer gut. No, dude, but I feel like that's more my type these days. Like old old biker dudes with beer guts. I'm like, oh my god, I've become my mother. I'm getting old. I'm into old dudes. But no, even you know what's crazy? I know, dude, that I'm all over the place. I apologize. This is just how I am when I'm talking to my friends, on here or in real life. This is how it is. This is what I'm like when I talk to my friends. So many people have grown up entitled. That is true. They don't understand that you paid for the house they are wanting to stay in. Right. I can understand that. I mean, I don't do, rent out anything or anything like that. Wish I did. I have another source of income. But you're right though. People are very, very entitled these days. And you're right about that. You paid for that house and, you're essentially the landlord, even though, you're not renting the whole house, it's a room. And it's like, you got to be picky about that. And I do not fault you for being picky about that, especially when it comes to somebody living in your space, in your home. I mean, it's one thing, dating somebody or whatever, but it's, yeah, like dragging stuff across the floor and don't care if it tears up. Oh, yeah, that's just common courtesy. That you'd think that that would be common sense. I mean, if it's your own house and you're doing it, it's one thing. But if you're in somebody else's house where you're paying for a room or renting or whatever, it's like have some respect. That's just a respect thing. Have some respect. That's disrespectful. I the older I get, the less I can tolerate disrespect. I swear to God. I just I'm very big on being respectful, dudes. It's not hard. It's not hard to do. And I don't like that saying respect is earned. I don't like that personally, just my opinion. I give everybody respect and I expect it to be up to you to keep that respect because you can lose my respect by doing things for sure. But I'm going to give you respect as long as you give it to me and it's up to you to keep that. It's probably because they came out of a five-person college rental where it gets, oh yeah, and especially if they're a college kid. I mean, I don't mean to be ageist. I don't know what the hell. I don't mean to be any type of way towards the younger generation, but y'all are disrespectful as fuck. Most of you. I mean, those of you that were brought up right and have morals and decency and stuff like that. I'm not talking about y'all. But most of y'all are entitled little fucks who think the world owes you everything and you can just do whatever you want. Nothing applies to you. I've noticed that a lot. Oh, you live in a university town? Yeah. So you're any potential right. That's true. Well, there'll be that one good one who's respectful, whose parents brought them up right with manners and respect that you'll come across and just be real, be like, I want you to have respect. I want you to have manners. Tell them Oklahoma State University. Oh, okay. Gotcha. That's right. You said you live in Oklahoma. Oh, that's cool though. Oh, you're right in tornado, what they call it, tornado alley. You're right in the zone. I love tornadoes. I don't know why. I damn it. We're gonna have to go in. Battery's dying. I don't know why, but I want to chase tornadoes. You chase them in the spring? Oh my lord, I'm jelly. As long as you're cautious and you know what you're doing, you keep an eye on it at all times. Never I mean, hang on. We're gonna have to go in, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hang on. Sorry if my butt cheek showed anybody watching me. Jeez Louise. Hang on. I mean, we got central air, but it's still kind of like warm in here. But no, I'm jelly. I want to go storm chasing. Hey, I put a lot of like, I mean, we don't have tornadoes. In my 34 years of life, I have never seen a tornado in person. It has just been like movies and video footage. No, Luna. You have a good radar where I can tell exactly where. Oh, hell yeah. See, you know what? You should make content like that on here. I'd watch it. Fuck yeah, I'd watch that shit. I love that because I can't, we don't, I mean, we got storms and stuff, but we never have tornadic, well, we have tornadic activities, but never tornadoes. So I really enjoy watching stuff like that. Even just regular storms, I love that shit. I don't know why, but I love that kind of weather. Like I got a lot of videos on here from like when there's a storm coming by. I like to go out on the porch and like give you guys a little glimpse of what's going on at least. This last one I got some footage of was nice because there's a lot of thunder and a lot of lightning, and it was a consistent rain, and it wasn't blowing in on me, so I quite enjoyed our time on the porch. I love it. But yeah, I love weather shit. Anything to do with weather. I love storms. I love tornadoes. I know that they cause lots of damage and they can be very tragic, and I don't like that part. So don't get me wrong, I don't like that part. But I'm just fascinated by them and how they move, and I'm just fascinated by it. I seen this video. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, I'm gonna have to switch over. Fastest tornado. Let me see if I can find it. Fastest moving tornado. I don't feel like switching over. Here, I'll just show you like this. I got my tripod. I don't feel like. Let me see. I think this is it, but I don't want to get. I don't want to get in trouble for sharing. Footage. Maybe we can find just like a little clip. Hey, let's check this out. Hang on, let me see if I can get this. Ah! Hang on, I want to show you. What the fudge is going on? Oh, that's what was going on. Oops. Hang on. Right, watching it is nothing like being in it, even more. Yeah, it will tighten your span. See, that's what I love. I love it. I love that feeling. The adrenaline. Oh, what's this one? Oh, God, I don't want to get in trouble. You can never play shit anymore. Here. Hey, you can see my hang on. You can see my reflection. My reflection's okay, but actually me, not for broadcast. Hang on. Jesus, that is huge. It's like all black. That's a giant tornado. I've seen this video before. But no, that is fun. That looks fun anyway. Ugh. Okay. That's enough of that. That was the EF5. Oh man, I wish I could find that fastest tornado. Let me see if it's on here. Holy shit. Hang on. I'll kind of skip. Look at that. There it is. I think that's it. Whoa. Ooh, a scar. A tornado scar. Oh, seeing one that big is rare. I saw 3 this year that might break branches and stuff, but not damn. Oh, yeah, that's scary. That big. I mean, even a little one would be like, ah. Look up the Moore, Oklahoma tornado, biggest one I know of. Okay, okay, I'll do that. I've watched this video before. I'm pretty sure. I just want to find. Oh, there's one sneaking up. Oh my God, look how. Like, I know it's kind of sped up. You can tell because of there, but other things moving pretty quick. Yeah, I've watched this guy before. Hang on. There's a specific one that I'm looking for. Right there it is. Hang on. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's the name. Yeah, I've seen this before. I thought I subscribed, but I guess not. Look at that though. That's nutty. And then there looks like there's one kind of forming there ish. But yeah, I like him. I do. I like that dude. I like his videos. I don't know why. What the hell? I should have subscribed. I'm gonna have to do that because I like his videos. What did you say? Look up Oklahoma, more Oklahoma tornado. More. Oh, was it more Oklahoma tornado? Was it 2013? Is that it? And then there's one 1999. We'll click on this 2013. Okay, I gotcha. Okay. EF5 tornado video. Ooh, okay. Here. Oh, damn. Let's look at this. Hang on. Let me do this. I know I'm showing you this what I'm looking at. I just didn't feel like switching from my phone over to the computer. So, Jesus, that's a big one. Ads. I can't stand ads. Shit, sorry. Holy tornado. Oh, whatever. Let's skip around so we can really see it. Ooh. You can see it starting to. Oh, God. That is a big one. Wow. That's moving too. I did learn from watching that Hank dude, that Pico's Hank or whatever. Oh, God. There's something on my screen. I'm going to have to like wipe it off. But I did learn something. Like when you're watching them, make sure they don't go still in one place like this, because that means it's coming towards you. When they're just rotating and it looks like they're not moving, that means it's coming towards you. But make sure, like when you're watching it, it's going, over the like what is it, horizontal. Whew, the funnel was a mile wide. That is freaking ginormous. Unblock. Oh, what, for reals? I'm gonna have to look into that. I hate ads. I mean, I get it. I get it. People got to make their money, but dang, that's a big one. Ooh, that's scary. I want to see the 1999 one too, because I guess there's a 1999 one. See, it's so funny. See, now I feel like I have a clickbait title now, because I was like, I want to clown on these dumbasses, and then I get on here and we actually talk about cool stuff instead of the dumbasses. No, we did. We kind of did clown on them for a minute. We talked about it. So it's not technically clickbait. Excuse me, God. Oh, wow, that's a big one. Oh, there's nothing really. But that's crazy. All right. Let me see here. I gotta at least talk about one of these goofy assholes a little bit, so I don't feel like I'm uh, doing clickbait.
Oh, interesting. This is Tragedy Pimps. I love Tragedy Pimps Exposed. And she won't care if we watch this. She's cool and stuff. Hang on. You can watch it with me instead of just... Again, anybody watching, I apologize. Here. I apologize. I have my camera and the tripod just pointing at the thing and you're watching it with me. I apologize for that. I just didn't feel like switching all my shit from my phone, being on my phone, to being on here. So I apologize for that. But you can, I mean, if you want to go watch it, go watch it. It's Tragedy Pimps Exposed video. And you know, we love Tragedy Pimps Exposed channel. I don't know who she is, but that's okay because everybody can remain anonymous on here. You have the right to remain anonymous. Anyway, you can actually watch with me. And I'm going to give my thoughts and opinions. This is Zav Girl. She's talking about Zav Girl. Zav Bitch is what I like to call her. Coming back. So this is the first time I'm watching this. And I want you guys to watch it with me. Okay. I don't... I mean, whatever. Everybody needs an intro. This video is fair use. It is transformative and is protected under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances may be for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, reporting, teaching, and more. Now that's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. Ain't gonna lie, that's funny. God, I hate her face.
I don't know. I almost feel like maybe I shouldn't, huh?
Yeah, well, you could think about it.
So, I know
I'm definitely going to address it. I'll say on my channel, I'm going to address some stuff just because it's interesting. And there are still some people, I know what was bothering you was that there are some people who seem to think that you did something you didn't do because there's so many lies going around.
Yeah, you guys were talking about the whole thing.
What are the lies? I'm going to tell you the truth, what this stupid bitch right here did. You're going to hear the truth again for the bajillionth time. You ready? This bitch paid for files, including autopsy photos of a little boy who was brutally murdered by his step monster. We'll just call her. She doesn't deserve mother. Well, and she actually used them in a video where you had to purchase a membership to go see them on Patreon. We all know how Patreon works. That is gross, in my opinion. Sorry, not sorry. And a lot of people feel the same way. Essentially, you are selling his autopsy photos. Just because you made them into a little video doesn't mean that that is not true. Essentially, that's what you did, Zav bitch. So there are no lies being told on you. That's all I'm saying. You're a twat.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
We're talking about the whole thing with the being in autopsy photos and stuff. I do want to address some things and like I would love to do an open panel, but I'm a little afraid just because I'm afraid of like just trolls coming in to like ruin the live.
No, you're afraid of the truth. You are afraid of the truth.
Cream. Not because I'm afraid of, like, you guys having like hard questions or serious questions or coming at me. That's fine. But people could ruin whole live streams by doing like those bombs and stuff. So I'm a little bit nervous.
You're nervous because somebody might porn bomb you and you'll have to delete your video that is going to get you so many numbers. See? That right there, it proves it, you stupid bitch. My precious looking ass bitch. You're worried about the numbers. Oh, how dare somebody potentially porn bomb me and I have to delete my whole video and not get the views that I'm so desperately seeking.
But I do want to answer and clear up some of the misinformation going around about it.
All right, cleared up.
I'm hearing so much stuff, and I just want the whole truth to be out and exactly what happened and what it is.
Say it.
And so,
and there's a lot, like, for those of you who who have been around and maybe
bitch, shut up. We don't need you to interject. We need her to talk. Shut up.
But it definitely took a turn at a certain point where it just got, in my opinion, just
this bitch is here for backup for her, is what this is. She knows she fucked up. She's afraid of the truth. She's got a little goonie over here to help her and guide her. Yeah.
And unfortunately, this is something that comes with the internet, and it could happen to you. It could happen to someone else you care about. And it's good to familiarize yourself with it because it definitely changed. Like the issue at the beginning wasn't even there anymore, and it just changed into something completely different. And
that doesn't even make any sense. You're fucking stupid. Oh, it changed into something totally different. No, everybody's pissed off about the same thing, the one thing. And this bitch is stupid. Juliet AF. I'm sorry. Okay. Hang on. I need to get some more water and I need to relax because I'm going to get my blood pressure up and it's going to make me angry. I need to change the trash can when we're done. You know what? I'm drinking. Oh no, I better not. I'm getting the kids this weekend, so I'm not drinking their Capri Suns. I don't know. You ever get a craving for a Capri Sun? Sometimes I do. We got like 3 freaking boxes of them. Okay. Let's listen to these dumbasses.
Absolutely crazy. But I've never dealt with anything like that before, so it was an experience even for me. I know it was for
my eyes to a lot of things. Like, wow, like I feel like I learned a lot through all that.
And did you really learn something? Because what we have upcoming here sure doesn't sound like you learned anything. Ooh. It also sure doesn't sound like you're sorry. Not one bit sorry. You're
sorry.
Still justifying.
She must be Canadian. She says sorry.
Gross. How are those sensitivity classes, by the way?
Yeah. That was the one redeeming thing that I was holding out for that bitch. I was like, maybe she's going to take some sensitivity training or whatever, goes through some therapy and because she's desensitized. Kind of like Annie Elise. She's desensitized. So she needs to go take care of that. There's something wrong in her head. So I was giving her a pass. If she would have got that, went through those, then I was going to be like, all right, maybe you learned your lesson. I have to admit, I bought a bulk box of Capri Sun once. I would drink like 3 at a time. Dude, no, for real. For real. Like, you got to drink like 2 or 3 of them to quench your thirst as an adult, it feels like. Dude, they're good though. I love me a Capri Sun. Oh, man. Yeah, okay. We're gonna enjoy it. The kids have a whole nother box in the pantry unopened. I can grow in the freaking fridge, and that'll last them all weekend. We got a whole box of unopened Capri Sun. My niece, she's freaking, oh my God, that good. She stood in front of me. The last time I had them, had her little Capri Sun in her two little hands. And she's standing there and everything was all right. She, like, nobody was mad or anything. We're just hanging out, chilling. This little shit squeezes that Capri Sun on me, squirts it all over me. I was like, what the hell? Are you serious? She's like, that she ran away because she knew she was in trouble. But I just changed my shirt and I was like, dude, don't do that. That's not cool. I get frustrated by a dull straw that you can't. Oh my God, yes. Or if you lose the straw, I've done that before. And you're like, fuck. So you gotta just like kind of poke a little hole in it and like suck it out of the little hole. Or I've been known to cut the top with scissors. It's this kind too. Tropical punch. I've been known to like cut the top and like pour it into a cup too. Oh, that is so refreshing. So worth it. They need to make bigger ones for adults. Perhaps add a little tequila. I'm just kidding. I don't drink anymore often.
Yeah. And the reason I want to do a video is just to get like the misinformation, because there's still stuff like, even Randy, I talked to Randy and he's asking me questions like some of the questions I want to answer, and it's just like, no, like that's not true, or that's not true. Some of this stuff is like,
hell yeah, some vodka too. Hell yeah, a Capri Sun with some vodka over ice. You're gonna have to try that and let me know how it is. I don't really drink a lot anymore. I do on special occasions. But, you know, being the way that I am, I can see myself, if I have a bottle of vodka, getting a little out of control with it. I don't know. I did have some vodka on my birthday. I had some Grey Goose, and my brother had bought for me. And I had like maybe this much left of it. Like, and it lasted. I took a couple shots one day. I took a couple shots the next day, polished it off, and I was like, just a little, you know, a little pick me up. But yeah, some of this shit with some Grey Goose, I bet that's good. It makes me feel bad for days after I drink, so I just can't do it anymore. Wipes me out yeah, for real, dude. I feel ya. Now, there's a difference between me having a couple beers, like with my dad, or a couple shots or something, and then I'll be all right. But if I do some like actual drinking, I'm the same way. I need a couple days of recovery. Back in the day, I could get right back to it the next day. I was drinking more. I'd wake up, get a shower, you know, get dressed, whatever, and drink my breakfast. But yeah, now these days, can't do it.
Around about it, and I'll take accountability for what I did, but I want it to be what I did and not like lies. You know what I'm saying? And I want
What are the lies?
the truth to be out there, and people are twisting things, and they're just not telling it accurately. So
then tell it. Are you going to tell it in this video? Are you going to tell it accurately? I'm listening.
Just like I said, I'll take accountability, but I want it to be for what.
I'll take accountability, but taking accountability has no buts.
is the truth of what I did and not all this other stuff that's got blown way out of proportion.
Then say.
And, so I want to figure out a way where I can do a panel in a way where people can ask me any other questions they have.
Before TP goes on, I want to say this. I have a question for you, Zav. I won't call you Zav, bitch, because I have a legit question. I want to know. How did your sensitivity training go? I want to learn about it. You said you were going to take some sensitivity training to, because obviously you're desensitized by this stuff. Well, I'd like to know. I'd like to know about it. How long did it take you to go through it? How many days were you in it? Was it just a few hours? What did you learn? Well, just tell me about your experience with your sensitivity training that you said that you're going to get. I'd like to know about it. That's my question.
You can do a panel, but prepare yourself. It is going to be a shit show. And the reason I think that is because you haven't taken proper accountability for this. You're making excuses. You're saying people are lying. This is a load of BS, and you are not accountable. Why did you bother apologizing?
Yeah.
If you're not actually sorry.
Exactly.
You don't feel you did something wrong. Because that's what it sounded like to me.
That's a good question. What is sensitivity training? How to act like you're sensitive when you don't feel appropriately? I don't know. The way I interpreted it was because she said something about looking into sensitivity training or whatever in that video where she apologized. But the way I interpret it is because she's definitely desensitized by all of this true crime stuff. Like, if you can look at a picture of a child's deceased body that has been beaten and just awful, if you can look at that and feel nothing and make a whole ass video about it, there's something wrong with you in the brain. You're very desensitized to this. You're very desensitized. I don't know any better way to put it. But the way I interpret it is that she was going to go get some kind of like therapy for that or whatever and be a little more, I don't know, but the legit doesn't mean that she's sorry though. But if she would have said, well, she did say that. She did. You go see that video right now. She did say that she was looking into getting sensitivity training. What that means, I don't know. I can only give you my thoughts on that, how I interpreted it. But if she would have went and got some therapy or something for that, then I would have been like, okay, I wouldn't be so hard on her. I wouldn't call her Zav bitch. But she clearly is not sorry that she did this and hurt this family, exploited their child. Like, they're very upset by this. Regardless of how upset we all are about it, it doesn't fucking matter. What matters is that poor little boy's family was upset by it. That's what matters. And she clearly doesn't give a shit. But anyway.
And I'll be 100% honest. Like, ask me whatever. I have nothing to hide. But I don't know how to go about doing that where we don't get like a bunch of crazy people. Does anybody have any
Right. I feel ya. That's how I grew up too. I didn't necessarily, I've never been a hunter or a fisher. I cooked it, but I've seen deer hanging in the trees, and dad cutting them up and whatever and cleaning them, rabbits and shit like that, and chickens, turkeys, whatever. That's whatever. But yeah, you do get desensitized to that kind of stuff. That is food though. You know what I mean? You're not doing it just for sport. You're feeding. It's the circle of life. The circle of life. Yeah, there you go. That is an example of, yep, exactly. That's a very good example too. That was a good example. But Yeah, when you get so like, it's not like she showed a picture of, you know, like a deer hanging in a tree that we were going to eat, you know, chop up into some steaks. It's somebody's child, and that's that's a whole nother level. You feel me? That's, I don't know. Ugh. But no, that was a good example. So thank you. An example of desensitizing. Yes. You know, growing up a little hillbilly kid, I've seen that shit too. You know, seeing my brothers, my dads, you know, skinning deers and hanging them up in the trees, letting them bleed out and stuff, and cutting them up and filleting them. And I mean, I was the cooker. I was the cooker. They did all that shit, and then I would cook it. I'm not gutting them. I'm not skinning them. I'm not doing none of that shit. You go do it. I will cook it up. But anyway, yes, that is a very good example of desensitization or desensitizing, whatever. And this bitch is extremely desensitized to shit. Anywho.
Any like recommendations? I don't know. Or do you think I should just either that, or I'm gonna have to just like take questions from people in the chat, like read them? But I feel like it might be better to let people up. But I'm trying to figure out the best way to do it because I want
You're trying to figure out what's gonna get you some more views.
Everybody's voice. Like anybody has a problem with me, if you want to yell at me, if you want to ask me, but as long as just get it all out. But I want to be able to answer all the questions, and I want to be able to say what happened, and you can hear it right from me.
Then say it now. Why are you waiting? Why don't you just say it now, dumbass? If you want to say it so bad, say it now. Sorry. Damn it, I drank it all. Damn it, Eric. I'm going to blame it on you. You made me drink. You made me drink all my Capri Sun. All right. It's not even a real Capri Sun. It's a Kool-Aid jammer.
From me.
One suggestion would be you make a community post and address it in a video and say you're taking questions so people can leave them in the community post and then you can address them. But if I was your lawyer or your PR person, my recommendation would be don't do it. It's going to be a shitstorm. Yeah, just my opinion. Probably not the best idea. I mean, I'd like to watch it, but yeah.
I would like to ask her a question, but my question probably wouldn't get answered. And I already told you guys my question. You said that you were going to look into sensitivity training. Can you tell us a little bit about that? How did it go? What was it like? What did you learn from it? What was it exactly? Was it like a couple hours of training? Was it a couple days? Was it a week? I'd like to know more about that. Please, if you would. And I would ask her very nicely.
If I'm being honest,
I don't know how to do it, but I'm planning on doing it this next weekend is when I ideally want to do it. So yeah, so I got to figure that out. And then Julie, yeah, go ahead. You're going to do a video. You said what?
I want to do a video too, and I noticed I just saw in chat.
Oh, of course you do, lady that nobody knows. Of course you do. You want to make a video. This is your shining opportunity to grow your channel. Fucking scum suckers, dude. These people are bottom feeders.
Brian Ensign. I'm going to talk about the Brian Ensign thing also, because I have some, I was going to say insider information about it, which sounds way more exciting than it actually is. But yeah, not a good person apparently.
I know he.
Oh, let's hear.
So you really think that calling out Brian Ensign is a good idea after all this?
Stupid.
Okay, then. You do that.
Do it.
Great idea.
You're going to make yourself canceled before you
I'll
even.
be here for it.
I hate that term. I hate that term, canceled, but I felt no better way of expressing it. But good, do it because you're going to get yourself hated before you even start anything. But like I say, with these scumbags, anything is good. Bad press is good press, so to speak. They don't care if they're being talked about good or bad, as long as you're talking about them.
I mean, yeah, I definitely.
I'm a big fan of his prior to that, but I always heard of people talk about how great he is, so I was blown away. But there's some information that you guys might not know that I'm going to touch on about him, just to give people a heads up, not to like drag him or whatever, because I'm going to just be open and honest about it. I'm not trying to be dramatic about anything, but.
Darcy, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
If you really care, if you really need to say this about him, say it now. Why do you guys gotta wait? You want to know why you gotta wait? So you can grow your channel and get more numbers.
It was somebody that I trusted for my information, my true crime information. I thought he was credible. I thought for sure he fact checked on his cases. But how he handled that tells me he doesn't fact check.
He doesn't.
What? He doesn't fact check because he told the truth about you? You 100. She's making herself a victim. Sensitivity training. Learn the limit of what you can post to get the most views before it becomes offensive. Yeah. Oh, see, that's not the way I was interpreting, though. I was interpreting it a totally different way. I thought she was going to get, like, yeah, I was telling you about, like, therapy to desensitize her, like, her actual brain. See, that's not the way I interpreted it, but. Hang on. Do what? Hang on. Hang on, babe. I gotta check this out. I told you I'm like the dog of the house. I thought I heard somebody pull in my driveway. Hang on. Nope. We're good, Luna. All right, I'm coming back. Oh. Like, will it start to bother me someday to process a deer if I take a... I highly doubt it. I highly doubt that. I think that's totally different than what I'm thinking. See, that's just a different level. Let me try to articulate here. Showing when you can look at a child's deceased, naked. It was naked too, body, and it's beaten and mutilated, whatever. It's just awful. If you can look at that and feel nothing, that's on, I think, a whole nother level than us growing up and seeing deers being skinned and cut up and filleted and shit like that. I mean, I think there's a difference between that. But I don't know. I've never seen any successful therapy. I'm probably just, yeah, it could be. I mean, I've never had therapy either. I would rather everything that I go through, like I have all kinds of, sorry guys, I'm sitting on my couch. Everything that I go through I'm very open about all the issues that I have. I mean, everybody's got a mental issue of some kind, but I deal with it myself. But that takes a lot of inner strength and takes a lot of faith and a lot of willpower for real. It's really it's hard. But you can do it. You can do it by yourself if you got the will for it and if you want to. You know, meditation is really good. And not in meditating like some might think. It's different. There you get. I'm the same way. I'm like, okay, I think I have this and this and this wrong with me. That and you try to fix the problem yourself. And with that being said, I would also like to say I believe that there is a plant out there and a combination of plants and minerals and whatever the hell of the earth. I feel like there is a cure for everything naturally. You see, I use the green toke. I use that. It helps me with my anxiety. It helps me with my PTSD. It gives me more energy. Like it legit does. Like I take a couple tootie toots and I'll clean the whole house, feel good. And I suffer from chronic pain. My back's always fucked up all the time because I got fucking female issues. I'll just put it lightly. Uterus issues. But I used to deal with it with pain pills and stuff like that, fentanyl, heroin. Although I wasn't on one thing all the time, I would do it all. I wasn't, just a heroin junkie or I wasn't just a pillhead. I liked all of it and I would do whatever was available. But that was my big thing because of the pain. The pain. Not only the physical, but the mental, but it doesn't fix the mental. It might make your physical pain go away for a little while, but it doesn't fix your soul. We'll get more into that tomorrow, though. We'll get more into that. I really do want to talk about all that stuff, and we'll talk about it tomorrow, though. There's a lot of lost souls, and that's what it is. People were lost. I was lost. But you can always find yourself. Like, I was looking at, I'll get back into this. I really want to watch it all. I had to track down what was causing me to seek out stress relief or escape. Yeah, that it's good being self-aware though and doing that. That's good. I'm glad that you have the ability to be able to do that because a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't. And if you need to go and spend hundreds, thousands of dollars going and talking to some stranger that doesn't know you, doesn't know what you've been through, if that helps you, go for it, I guess. Getting put on all kinds of different prescriptions, if that helps you, whatever. You feel like that helps you, whatever. But like you said, I prefer to figure out what's wrong with me by myself because I'm just as smart as any of these fucks. I know myself better than anybody, just like you know yourself better than anybody. So I can figure it out. I can figure out what my body and soul and my mind need better than some stranger who's getting paid for me to have a bunch of issues. I'm just saying. But this bitch, she needs to be desensitized. She needs to, like, you know what she can do? You know what she can do? She can do what I tell you guys you need to do all the time, and myself. Quit consuming so much true crime shit. Take a break from it. That's why, yeah, I find true crime shit fascinating, but I have other things I find extremely fascinating. I like watching gamers on here. I love that shit. I love watching, like we were talking about, storm chasing shit. I like watching hurricane radar. I love that. Hurricane season, love it. uh, I'm into makeup. I like watching makeup tutorials and stuff like that. You can't just consume this true crime shit constantly because it's going to make you do stuff like this Zav bitch did. And you're going to get desensitized. And seeing a child in that state is not going to affect you in any way. I started digging myself a debt hole when I was 21. Woo! I caused myself a ton of stress for being, yeah, that's a stressor too. You nailed a budget. My life turned good. Crazy enough money. Yeah. And it can. It really can. It really can. But that's good though. You figured out a budget. That's very smart. And people need to do that. I'm very good at budgeting. I'm very good at that too. Well, yeah. But having a budget, figuring out what's coming in, the money flow, what's going out to this bill, that bill, food expenses, gas expenses, all the expenses of being able to live. Isn't that crazy? Anyway, all right. I'm going to quit going off on my tangent. When it comes to all the drug issues and stuff like that, we'll talk about it tomorrow. We'll get in a little deeper, but let's listen to this bitch, see what.
Fact check with me. So the fact that he just ran with all that without fact checking is going to make me doubt his stories. When he comes out with a story on the cases, I'm going to doubt it because I know he doesn't fact check. So that he disappointed me so freaking much.
What are the facts?
Not only that, but in the email. So yeah, I don't know if you're interested.
Well, that part, but you're gonna
I'll
go
get that.
yeah, Juliet, you made you brought it when you brought that in that way last week. I'm like, oh my god, I didn't even think about it like that. Wow, that's just messed up.
Oh yeah, your little
yes,
crony.
it is. And what was I gonna say? Wait, I had one more thing to say. Yeah. So oh yeah, and I didn't double check it, but I heard after he caused the damage, after it was done, after everybody's not going to go rewatch his edited version, after he put out misinformation, probably to cover his butt, somebody told me he edited out some of the misinformation, but the damage is already done. You think people are going to rewatch your edited version? Everybody already saw the original version. That's very freaking irresponsible.
Okay, this here, to me, is laughable. Zav, you don't even go bother correcting the misinformation that you put out.
Yeah.
I mean, let's just think of Kylie's case and all of that misinformation. Did you go back and clean all that up? Did you remove every single person that you decided may have taken part in the crime? It wasn't even a crime. Did you go back and remove all that misinformation? All of what you put on those kids? I don't think so. I don't think you did. You put out misinformation all the time, and you don't give the respect of going back and changing it. So there's that.
And you're also not a victim.
I still think going after Brian Anton is a bad idea.
It is.
But if you decide to do it, I'm here for it.
Right?
I just don't think it's a good look. I think you should tuck your tail behind your legs and either disappear
Yep.
go do something else,
Yep.
or move on, apologize, no excuses, and that's it.
I think she should do all of that. Do something else besides true crime.
Be the bigger person.
So the fact is like, you know what I'm saying? That just shows you he did have misinformation. So you could believe him or believe me, but he edited it out because he was wrong. You know what I'm saying? But the fact is, he should have fact checked before he.
What is the misinformation? She's like, she's like really, really upset by this. Could you hear? She's like, no, 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 no. I'm sorry. I can't stand her. I'm sorry. I don't mean to get like this, but it's just annoying.
Freaking broadcast to thousands of people.
Yeah, what was it? What was this misinformation?
You know, just it's messed up. I mean, I don't even know if he edited out I was just told he edited out some of the misinformation, but that was after the fact. Like I said, you watch like a video. Who's gonna rewatch?
Rewatch it later, yeah.
Rewatch it later. So it's like it's just messed up. It's messed up. And even well, I'm not even gonna say anything else. But yeah, so yeah, guys. So look for that maybe this weekend. And then Juliet, she just.
I just wanted to clarify what actually happened, and that I personally, and I'm not speaking for both of us, I'm speaking for myself, I'm personally confused as to why that backlash happened. I mean, I'm not, because I get how the internet works.
Are you stupid?
You know, but it's just a lot of it isn't genuine, and I kind of want, I'm ideally hoping someone who really does, at this point, still find it to be your actions to be an outrage, a complete outrage that they're very upset over. I'd love to talk to someone.
Okay, pick a number. Yeah.
About that, and maybe have them come up on my channel.
Can't really read
About
it.
that, maybe have them come up on my channel.
That's a good point too.
Because I'm not seeing, and I'm saying that because I'm not seeing it anymore. I think that people who are outraged were getting the wrong information. There were some people who were like,
what is the wrong information? You know what I think? I think she should just be like, I'm sorry, blah, 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 whatever. I'm going to step away from the true crime community and I'm going to do something different. I mean, is this the only thing you find? Is this the only interest you have? Like, you know what I mean? Do something different. Maybe it'll blow over. Maybe it won't. Maybe it'll take off. Maybe it won't. Whatever. She's scared to lose all those damn numbers is what it is. And this bitch is stupid. Just saying. She just wants to grow her channel off this drama.
who were like, oh, I don't know if you should have done that or not, which I think is a totally valid response. But like, that's it. That's the extent of it. Beyond that, I think that people either got the wrong information and that's why they were outraged.
What is it?
Or they're not actually outraged.
Wrong.
Including some other creators too, because I was just talking to someone in chat who said I was surprised at the reactions of the other true crime creators, and yeah, so am I, because
and we know because there are, and I want to get all into this, but there's right now, and there's probably way more. There's 3 channels, and there was 4. One took them down the day my apology video went up. This person took his
Here she
video
goes,
down,
blaming
but
it.
there's still 3 up, and there's probably more because I didn't go searching.
Shifting
3 people that
blame.
have the exact same photos up on YouTube as we speak right now, respectable freaking channels, and not one freaking word
Shifting
about
blame.
If you're talking about the ones from the trial, those are not the same.
Exactly.
Those photos are grainy. Not only that, those photos were on a very tiny little TV screen shown with another TV screen. You could barely tell what was there. There's a huge difference between you making a video, zooming in, and talking about all the different things you see, including maggots on the body of an 11-year-old boy who had been in a suitcase in the heat, in the cold. I just can't. What you did is not the same as when they showed it in the trial.
And I'm going to get on to this because the photos that I had were not some special photos. They were the photos they showed at the trial. And I would love to be able to take these channels that have them up on YouTube right now and compare my photos to them to show you that they're exact same, but I can't do that now, can I?
Oh, boo! You can't look at a picture.
Because they're the exact same one. And yet no backlash, and they were trying to destroy me. Like everybody, I have the worst reputation.
She's
like,
a victim.
And nobody's saying a word about them.
Yeah.
Oh, boo-hoo.
I'm trying to make it a little bit more private because it's a little bit more sensitive information, right? Something that maybe is not okay for YouTube because there are kids on there. So I thought, you know what?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
See that tiny little TV screen there
Oh.
in the top right corner? Well, that is what they showed the autopsy pictures on. And any pictures or videos that they played. You could barely see it. Plus, the pictures were grainy. As far as I know, the jury did get to see the pictures. But the parents were able to leave the courtroom when those pictures were even put on that screen. Even
right.
A little blurry. They gave them the option. But what you've done is put them online for anyone to find. Because they're everywhere now. You know that, Zap Girl. They're everywhere now. You do know that Landon had to immediately grab her daughter's phone, who was a young teenager, and try and block any images that she may come across. And she's got to worry about that now for the rest of those two baby girls' life. And there's another one.
All
now
right.
they're everywhere.
I'm getting tired of watching this.
Slow clap for Zav, who doesn't even seem
But
to
I really
have
want to hear what
remorse.
this dumb bitch has to
It's
say.
nothing but excuses out of your mouth.
More responsible and put it on my Patreon. That's all there is to it. Not that, oh, you're trying to make $3. It was on my Patreon, which costs $3 to be a member. And then you get all the videos on it. It wasn't anything specific for that.
We know how Patreon works. It doesn't matter if it's anything specific. You're like picking it apart and she's trying so hard to justify it.
Video. $3, you get all the videos on my Patreon. And that was one of the videos that was on my Patreon. I just tried to, number one, I didn't think it was appropriate for YouTube. I didn't even think it would be allowed on YouTube. Isn't that what Patreon is for? Isn't that what Patreon is for? It's for material that you don't, isn't appropriate for YouTube. You're supposed to be able to do it on Patreon because it's a personal thing. And it's like a lot of people, like a lot of true crime and stuff that YouTube won't let, they put it on Patreon.
It wasn't appropriate at all. It is a minor child's autopsy photos.
Yeah.
A minor child who was not in a good situation. And
it's not appropriate at all.
There was decomposition. These pictures are not appropriate for YouTube or anywhere, any platform. These should be private. The parents should be able to decide. And yes, the legal system with regard to FOIAs and getting records from the courts, there should be changes there. And you're about to comment on that.
Agreed.
And what you said is disgusting. People are doing that, trying to send letters and stuff, because that is the right thing to do. I guess you would just never understand.
Yeah, let me guess. She's gonna try to go for it. It's legal. It's not illegal. Yeah, well, just because something's legal doesn't make it right. Pretty sure in some states it's legal to marry your cousin. Don't mean it's right. God, that's horrible. Anyway.
Stop. You'll never, ever, ever get it. Clearly. Even when...
I was actually a little bit more responsible with it.
Yeah. Steel Ribbon said, sorry. Yep, now there's bored housewives trying to influence legislation into Congress. I'm with you on the bored housewives thing. I have a lot to say about that, too.
Yeah, you're both gross.
Ew.
I know.
Bored housewives writing letters to Congress saying that this law should be changed, that you can't get somebody's autopsy photos, especially a child's. Anyway. So you guys think that's funny? Let's hear what Tragedy Pimps Exposed has to say about it.
I know of at least 2 petitions that are going around to help let Congress know that people want changes to those FOIA requests. specifically in regards to having minors' autopsy photos released to random people who want to put it on YouTube and Patreon and any other platform. They shouldn't be released at all without the parents' permission. Anyway, the links to those will be in the description so that you can hopefully sign it. And I'm really not sure what is funny about any of that,
Yeah.
but you two keep giggling. Just
Yeah, right. I agree, Eric. She should have just removed it and issued an apology and be done with
like
it.
in
But you
part
want to know
one
what it is? You want to know why she keeps dragging it all out and shit? Because it gets views.
of my video I made yesterday. But you needed to recoup the costs off of a little 11-year-old boy.
Okay, we already know.
You make me feel sick.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sure.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. And it's crazy that like other people have done the same thing before you, and there was no backlash.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
you get other YouTube true crime creators who know that other people have done the same thing with no backlash, coming out and saying, "Oh,
I've never heard of anybody doing what this bitch did." I mean, exactly what she did. Which, do I need to repeat myself? No. we all know. But
she should have known better." Like, how would you have known better?
yeah, why is it funny?
How would you have known better if literally other people have done it and everyone seemed okay with it when they did it? You'd have to be psychic to know better.
I know. Do you think? Yeah, you guys think I would like? Come on, I didn't. Like, I thought it was a part of the cases. We always.
It is.
Yeah.
I still say. I know. I'm not speaking on behalf of you, but
I guess I didn't know the boundaries.
Yeah,
now I'm learning the lines. I didn't know the line there because it was okay. You know what I'm saying?
It was okay. Okay, yeah, until suddenly it isn't, and everyone says you should have known that it wasn't okay. But meanwhile, it was okay up until that point. Up until everyone decided it wasn't.
Just because it's legal doesn't mean. I knew this was going to happen. Just because it's legal doesn't make it right. Like I said, some states you can marry your cousin. Doesn't mean it's right.
Like, it's really, really crazy. Anyway.
But yeah, it definitely it's the
You're
people,
a dumb bitch.
all the photos say people's exhibit and just like when Michael Allen gets up there and insinuates that I got it. Well, Michael, I got it from Colorado. That's another thing. It came from Colorado. I have the emails to prove it. It wasn't from Florida, from the trial record. It was the court trial record.
Does that even matter?
Yeah, and then also, like, anyone, the thing is, like, for both of us, and I will speak on behalf of both of us at this point, like, anyone who was like, I don't know if you should have done that, or I'm not that big on autopsy photos, or maybe autopsy photos are okay, but not of a kid, all of that stuff, we both were like, oh, 100% legit. Like,
okay, then you think that's 100% legit, then okay, why do you show no remorse for it then? Oh my God. I
like to listen and
I'm getting
tired
of this.
We're seeing it wrong. You know what I mean? Like, those responses.
Said, Tip, don't do it. It's a bad idea. Not one single person said. Only people said. Some people didn't say anything, but the people that did respond said, "Yeah, I'm interested. Hey, I'm interested. Yeah, I'd do it."
Yeah, because they're fucking sick weirdos like you. Oh, sorry, I'm trying not to get mad.
You can go back through my freaking live streams on the live chat and look when I mentioned it. And I was trying to see, like, hey, who would be interested? Is this something you guys are interested in? Like, let me know. Yeah, Tip. Yeah. Bam. Okay. So, I mean.
Yeah, she's making herself a victim.
No, like I was.
Wait. They said it as a joke, or what do you?
No, they were saying like they didn't get it at all. Like they thought autopsy photos was like part of it. Like, but they asked just so like innocently and like straightforward, and just like a short. But all the other comments were really long. That was just like, I thought true crime equals autopsy photos, no, or something like that. And I was like, yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, you guys, it got so big. My nephews were watching that Penguin guy. They saw it. I just heard yesterday. My nephew said that my basically my brother's ex.
And they're probably scarred for life. That's gonna scar them. I remember when I was younger going to Faces of Death, and I've told you guys about this before, where I seen a dude with half of his head chopped off from helicopter blades, whatever. That is burned into my brain. I wish I never would have looked at it, but I did out of morbid curiosity.
Ex-wife is all mad at me because she doesn't. She's like hearing these headlines, seeing what these people are saying. They're making me out to be this horrible, sick monster. So she's mad at me because she hasn't got to hear the truth yet.
Right, I think so too. We all know Faces of Death.
And so, like, but Casey, I was like, did Casey Cam explain it?
The thing is, though, we realize, that's not. We shouldn't be consuming that content.
My nephew, because it's all over YouTube. Like, and my nephew Cam keeps saying, they keep saying you're an evil monster. He kept repeating that. It's like,
oh, shut up! No, he's not.
Yes.
You're a liar.
Oh, we should.
You're a liar.
Like, yeah, I'll Dragonfly.
This is all just her trying to make herself a fucking victim. That's all it is.
I'd chastise you. And then I'd probably have to support you because you're my family member. But damn, people are pissed because it's what happened. Let me just be clear on this. This is not drama. This is a family's real life. A family who lost their child.
That's what matters.
A family who had their...
Regardless of what any of us think, who gives a shit? The family was hurt by this, and that's what matters.
Child exploited by you in the worst way, and by a lot of other people. Sure, there are some true crime creators out here doing it correct and right.
Christina Randall.
Facts.
Shout out Christina Randall. Mikey from that chapter. Love you. You're about the only ones. Oh, and Bailey. Bailey Sarian. Queen. She's my queen of true crime. You guys are the three amigos when it comes to true crime.
You, on the other hand, not so much. You're highly inappropriate. And you exploit. You exploit victims. That's what a tragedy pimp is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
You know what I mean? Like, those people aren't going to want to come up and, like, argue why you should not have a channel anymore or anything like that, because they probably don't feel that way. It's just the problem is fixed.
It gave them content
What?
for a couple weeks, didn't it? As they went on live every day.
Oh, it gave them content for a couple weeks that oh my God. I hate it when these pieces of shit use that. Oh, I'm giving you content. That is so, oh my God. It's arrogant and ego. Like, I can't stand that bitch. I hate you. I really hate you. You, my precious looking ass looking fucking ugly bitch. Sarah, be nice. But she really has me mad. I'm sorry.
Hey, talking about it, like, oh, that means that makes it all better.
Yeah, you're getting content from people's tragedies. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, what's that?
The creators you're talking
about. Yes. Yeah, all the creators that did videos about it over every night, talking about it for day after day.
Like you did to Upchurch too.
Keep in mind,
everybody's on like we were talking about. Everybody is just jumping to put Upchurch in their title.
Creators, the true crime creators, knew that this was something that's been done before. They've been doing this for a while, and they still talked about how horrible it is.
Oh yeah, that's the heels in the air drama. I don't even give a shit about that. Shit's stupid. Based on 2 videos I saw about 10 to life, it looks like she didn't do it, at least on autopsy photos. Glare and Down the Rabbit Hole News covered it, so no idea who Zav and the other person are referring to here. Deflecting, perhaps? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know because I don't know about Annie. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if she did, because she's the same as Zav, bitch. Yeah, those two definitely did cover the situation. But I don't know.
It was a personal attack. It was personally, it started a personal attack by we know what channel. It was a personal thing. Because, and then I also wanted to address Kylie, because there's people that just say, oh, what she did with Kylie. I want to talk about that, because people are lumping me doing stuff that I didn't do with Kylie. That's another thing I want to talk about.
Oh, on my video next.
Kylie thing from both sides.
That's another thing I want to clear up on my video next week. You couldn't clear it up now. If you really gave a shit and wanted to clear some shit up, you would do it right now, wouldn't you? I mean, I would. I don't know.
I have the people that wanted me to stop talking about it, and people that are mad that I stopped talking about it.
Oh, victim.
And I got attacked from both angles on the Kylie thing. Well, I want to talk about that too, because that got brought up a lot. Well, this is not their first time. Look what you did with Kylie. And then they were falsely saying that I did stuff. That if you guys were there through the whole thing, you'll know that I did do some of the stuff that they're saying. So, but I hate it because people that weren't there, they're hearing that and they're thinking, oh, she did this and this and this.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing with, yeah, let me just say it real quick. I never, not once, did I ever say or insinuate Kylie didn't exist. I did the opposite and said Ryan was wrong. I purposely did tribute showing young pictures of Kylie because he said there's no Kylie pictures. There's barely any Kylie pictures. So that next day,
slow the fuck down. You hear gasping for air? God.
That I did this big tribute with tons of Kylie pictures with her young and all different ages, and said he was wrong. Just because you have a guest that thinks something does not mean that means that I say it, that I take on that. And somehow people are still saying, "Oh, you said she didn't exist." I never
victim. I'm the victim.
Involved in her disappearance. You showed a license plate of a minor. Actually, I'm not 100% sure if he was a minor, but he's a young adult or minor. You showed his social media, which had his full name. So basically, everyone was able to figure out who he was because you doxed him. Maybe not maliciously, but you did show all his
Let's see what the comments say real quick.
Find him and harass him. He had a scratch on his truck.
Oh no.
Come on.
You seen me from a horrible angle.
You did a lot of wrong things in that case. Not only did
I'm sorry you had to see me from that angle.
For, 8-10 hours, which is exploitation.
That was horrible.
But you accused people who had nothing to do with her passing away.
Damn it, my
it was
shit
an accident,
fell.
first of all. But you implied it wasn't.
Okay, I'm done with this. Let's see the comments. Oh my God. I hope you didn't see anything. I mean, I don't think you did. I think it's just my fat legs and my fat double chin and my fat gut that showed. Let me look real quick. Hang on. I gotta make sure nothing inappropriate was shown just now when I dropped my phone. I mean, you see my fat gut and my fat chin. Let me see. I'm gonna look on here real quick. Oh, sorry. I mean, you see my. Let me see. Hang on. Hang on. Okay, nothing bad was shown. Just my fat gut, my fat. All right, we're good. We're good. You just seen my legs, my feet, my fat gut, my fat chin. So nothing inappropriate showed when I dropped my phone. So we're good. Anyway, I'm so fucking tired I'm tired of that. I'll finish that video some other time. I'm sick to death of this shit. And I'm annoyed. I feel like I need a caffeinated beverage. Anyway, I'm jumping off here. We've been on here for like 2.5 hours now. That's a long time for us. So I'm going to get off here. Eric, thank you for talking, doll. Always a pleasure talking to you. Thank you, anybody who watches the playback. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know I appreciate you just as much as I do anybody who comes in and chats, or anybody that comes in and just listens. Every single one of you that have love for your girl and support me, I got love for you. Nothing but love, babe, on this end, for real. Even if you're hate watching me, nothing but love, babe. Nothing but love. Thank you, Eric. Lovely talking to you as always. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. Mwah. Lovely, lovely night. Anywho, anybody who can donate a tip, a little tippy tip to the Cash App, I appreciate it. I understand if you can't, but I just want to let you know that it will be going towards Sarah's Christmas fund. It is going to the Christmas fund because it's around the corner, you guys. So if anybody can leave a little tippy tip on a Cash App, that's what it's going to. And don't worry, I will be showing proof of what I purchased with it, so you guys will see what I'm getting. It's gonna be gifts for the kids, mom, everybody. It's going to the Christmas fund. I love you guys. If you haven't done already, please consider subscribing to the channel and giving the video a likey. We talk about anything and everything under the sun here, not just silly stuff. We talk about important things, you know. We talk about silly stuff, important things, just anything, everything, whatever happens. Anyways, don't be a dick. Try to be good. Try to help your fellow man. And just be nice. Love always wins over hate. And it does. And it will always. Okay. I wish for you, everyone hear my voice right now. I wish for you health, wealth, success, and happiness. And for blessings and protection over all of your homes. And especially protection over all the children of the world. Okay? I love you guys. Talk tomorrow, okay? Bye-bye.